We're ready. And two approaches.
Good afternoon. This is cause number 2020-23604 in the interest of Andrew Cardone. Please raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sure.
All right. Sir, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Julio Chavez, and I'm the father of Andrew.
Okay. All right. And for the state?
Sharday Parker, Your Honor.
Let's see. Court will note that the custodial parent is Carolee Salazar. Ms. Salazar. This is not the right. I'm looking at Ward. Why am I looking at Ward? Okay, hold on a minute. Court will note that the non-custodial parent is Carolee Salazar. Ms. Salazar was served on August 21st, 2020 at 6:36 p.m. at 931 Robin Nest Way in Houston, Harris County, Texas. Appears she has not filed an answer. Is that correct?
Your Honor, she is the custodial parent, and no, she's
Yes.
not filed an answer.
Custodial parent, I'm sorry. All right. And further, she received further notice by certified mail. Return receipt requested, which was delivered on October 8th, 2020 at 4:07 p.m. And she is not checked in. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, she has not checked in.
Okay, we'll proceed by default. Go ahead.
Your Honor, the state would like to call Julio Chavez.
All right.
Mr. Chavez, are you the father of Andrew Chavez?
Yes.
And are you currently married to Miss Salazar?
No.
Were you married to Miss Salazar when Andrew was conceived?
No.
And to your knowledge, has Miss Salazar ever been married?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you remember signing an AOP when you were in the hospital?
Yes.
And are you asking the court to establish a parent-child relationship between you and Andrew?
Yes.
How old is Andrew?
3.
And when was the last time you saw Andrew?
Right now he's here with me.
Okay. And when did you and Miss Salazar separate?
Where he was 9 months.
Okay. And after
You weren't married, but you were living together. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And after you separated, did you provide financial support for Andrew?
Yes, I did.
And was there a time after you guys separated that you did not know where Miss Salazar was located?
Yes.
And during the time where you did not know where she was located, were you able to provide financial support for Andrew?
No.
But since the beginning of this year, since January of 2020, have you been providing her with $100 a week?
Yes. Every week.
Yes. And you're requesting that you be appointed a joint managing conservator, correct?
Yes.
And you believe that will benefit Andrew psychologically, physically, and emotionally, correct?
Correct.
You are also requesting a standard possession order, correct?
Yes.
You're also requesting that Ms. Salazar be appointed Ms. Salazar be appointed the managing conservator with the right to designate the primary residence within Harris and contiguous counties, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Do you have health insurance, health or dental insurance available to you at a reasonable cost through your job?
No.
And are you requesting this court to order cash medical support in the amount of $56 a month to begin on December 1st, 2020?
Yes.
And are you also requesting this court to order child support in the amount of $211 per month beginning on December 1st, 2020, correct?
Correct.
And you're asking this court not to order retroactive child support because you have provided for Andrew in the past, correct?
Correct.
Are you asking this court to order you be responsible for 50% of the uncovered health care expenses for Andrew?
Yes.
Are you asking this court that you be ordered to pay court costs?
Yes.
Are you asking this court to grant the default judgment?
Yes.
And you believe this is in the best interest of your child, correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, the state has no further questions.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chavez, you're free to go.
All right. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
You
Thank
too.
you. Okay, this is good afternoon. This is cause number 2020-20159 in the interest of Israel Glover.
Ms. Glover, you may unmute yourself.
Is she on?
Hello.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, by telephone.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, please, ma'am, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Kenya Glover. I am Israel's mother.
And for the state,
Jacqueline Adeyemi.
court will note that the non-custodial parent is Derek Lewis Ward. Mr. Ward was served on May 18th, 2020 at 1001 Washington Street in Webb County Jail in Laredo, Webb County, Texas. He has not filed an answer. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. He was further given notice of this Zoom hearing by certified mail, return receipt requested, that was delivered on October 8th, 2020. He's not checked in.
No, Your Honor, he has not.
All right, we'll proceed by default.
Thank you. May I call my first witness?
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to call Ms. Kenya Sudan Glover. Ms. Glover, who is the father of Israel?
Derek Lewis Ward.
Is there any possibility that anyone else could be the father of Israel?
No.
At the time of conception, were you married to anybody?
No.
Okay. Do you have any safety concerns in regards to Mr. Ward?
Yes, he has a history of violence against me before Israel was born,
Okay.
and he has a violent history like recently now. I believe that's what he was locked up for, an assault case on his girlfriend that he's with now.
Okay. So in the last 2 years, have you filed a police report against Mr. Ward?
No.
Okay. In the last 2 years, have you filed a protective order against Mr. Ward?
No.
Okay. Do you believe that if Mr. Ward was to know where you live, that he would cause you or Israel harm?
Yes.
Okay. Could you further explain to the court what type of harm he may cause you?
I believe that he would cause physical harm to me because he has done it before, and that's why I left him before I found out I was pregnant. So, I pretty much left that in the past, and now I'm here to deal with, the future.
What type
And
of
his
harm,
son.
ma'am?
He smashed a lit cigarette in my mouth, like shoved it in my face,
Okay.
and like put his hands on me.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So is it correct that you're asking for a non-disclosure
Yes, ma'am.
of your address? And because of the past
Yes.
violence history, is it correct that you're asking to be appointed managing conservator and have Mr. Ward appointed possessory conservator?
Yes.
And is it also correct that you're asking that no geographic restriction be placed upon you?
Yes.
And is it also correct that you're asking that visitation between Israel and Mr. Ward be supervised through the Domestic Relations Office?
Yes.
Is it correct? Are you aware that the Domestic Relations Office visits will occur every first, third, and fifth Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And and there will be a fee imposed upon Mr. Ward in the amount of $75 for registration and $35 for each visit.
Yes.
Okay. And you are aware that to sign up for the Domestic Relations Office visits that you would need to go through the website.
Yes.
So currently, do you know Mr. Ward is working?
No, I do not. We are not in communication with each other like that.
Okay. Does Mr. Ward have any other children under the age of 18?
Yes.
Okay. Is he on child support for any of those children?
Yes.
Okay. And how is your child covered for medical insurance?
He receives Medicaid.
Okay. So is it correct that you're asking for child support in the amount of $164 and a medical support in the amount of $28, all to begin the 1st of December 2020?
Yes.
How many other children does he have, ma'am?
He has 3 other children that I just found out about today.
All right. Go ahead.
How old is your child?
He's 1. He'll be 2 in December.
Okay. So in the last 2 years, have you and Mr. Ward lived together?
No.
Okay. In the last 2 years, has Mr. Ward been in jail?
Yes.
Okay. How long was he in jail?
I know he was in jail for at least 2 months, back in February of this year.
Okay. And then in the last 2 years, have Mr. Ward given you any money directly for support of Israel?
He may have given me in the most $300 since Israel has been born.
Okay. So is it correct that you're asking that a judgment be taken against Mr. Ward in the amount of $4,032 and it be paid off at $71 a month starting the 1st of December 2020?
Yes.
And is it also correct that a court cost be imposed upon Mr. Ward as billed as of the 12th day of January 2021?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, the state has no further questions.
Where are we coming up with a $4,000?
Based on the minimum wage presumption, Your Honor, and the 3 kids are still
Okay. But he's got
credited.
3 other children.
Yes, Your Honor, the 3 kids, it's based on the minimum wage presumption with the 3 kids credited. It's based
So
off.
that would be 164 a month?
Yes, it's 168 minus the insurance. The insurance wasn't included.
And how many months are we talking about?
It should be, excuse me,
23 months?
no, 2 months, 24, 2, excuse me, 168 times, oh, I did it based on 24 months, Your Honor. Should have did it once.
And he was incarcerated? Okay.
For 2 months, so it should be 22 months. So it should be 3,969. I mean, 3,696, sorry, Your Honor. And it will be paid off at, we paid off at $69 a month. I'll change the order.
Okay, so you're going to amend or send a new order, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. So it would be $3,696 and it will be paid off at $69 a month, starting the 1st of December, 2020.
Okay. All right, the court will approve the order, submit, once it's amended.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Glover, I have to change the retro amount. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to send you another order with the corrections.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Do I hang up?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we on Atkins and Orozco?
Ms. Glover, yes, you can leave the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, yes, Judge. Number 1, that case, that one just needs, CPS has intervened in that cause. They had a hearing, I know, in November 4th. And so we're just asking that the case be referred over to district court.
No party is present.
No parties are present, Your Honor. We don't even technically have service on ours, but there's an intervention and action has been going on across the street.
247th?
Yes, Judge.
And the CPS action is pending, right?
That's correct. They intervened on October 15th into our action.
Okay, matters, case is transferred to the 247th District Court.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I do believe I have 2 others that there might be custodial parents waiting in the room to be let in.
Okay, I've got what? I've got Taylor. Do you have?
They're waiting to be let in
For what?
for the default.
Do you have Taylor?
I do not have Taylor.
All right.
I have 2 custodial parents that need to be admonished that they've appeared and are served.
Oh, you need to do it right now? Are they ready to go?
Yes, they should be, Judge. I think they just need to maybe to be let in.
All right, so I need to pull the cases up.
I think.
I don't think Maria's pulled those up. Or have you pulled the ones that need to be admonished? Is it Aguilar and
I only pulled up one.
Head
Yes, Head.
and Aguilar?
It should be Barry and Sandal.
What's the number?
2020-23603.
Okay, hold on a second.
Although that one Maria may not have because the lady keeps coming back and forth.
Okay. Well, I'm pulling it up right now. Okay, so are they on the line?
No, Judge, they were coming over, so I think they may need to be let in since you're the
They
host.
need to be let in. Okay, is that the view?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the name? Oh, admit all.
I know, Your Honor, on the Hernandez, Miss Sarah Hernandez, if I can see that name, that is one of the ones that we need to approach on. That was Head and Hernandez.
Does that mean that we're locking this, or does,
Yeah, those are the people that are on there. All of them are muted and have their
okay? What I have, who I have right now is Dupush. Is that
Miss Turner's, right now you should have, I show 3.
okay? Hold on just a second.
Maria,
Maria, fix it.
We have you. The person on phone number 389.
Caller number 399, is that Miss Sandal?
2399, ma'am.
Okay.
I
Yes,
don't think I have her case up.
that was the one where we weren't, we thought she had left. That was, that's the 2020 23603.
you have Barry.
Yes,
Yes,
Judge,
sir.
that is the Berry and Sandal. That is that case.
Okay, so that one's that one. And then who else do we have?
Then we have Head and Hernandez. That's the other one that just needs to be admonished on the service.
And then,
And then we have Marcella's Default, the Dupuque, and
Yeah, okay, that's Taylor, but
yes, Taylor.
just 2 of them that need to be admonished to return. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct, Your Honor. We're actually, we're just passing the setting because we don't have service on the other party. And so we just, but these 2 parties, the 2 custodial parents, we sent them copies of their pleadings and they have sending us back appearance forms. We just want to put on the record that they are accepting service so that when we do get the other party served and we come back, that they've actually been served and it's noted on docket entry. It's a little bit different now that since we're not doing reset forms and resetting cases, we're just passing them until we get everyone served.
this one's your default.
This goes with this. So we've got cause number 2020-23603.
That's correct, Judge.
In the interest of whom? 2020-23603.
In the interest of the child Barry, Kay Barry.
All right, and the other one is cause number 38787.
That's correct, Judge. In the
In
interest
the
of
interest,
E-Head.
okay, in both these cases, is the mother present?
That's correct, Judge.
Telephonically or
Ms. Hernandez, I can see her name, so I believe, Ms. Hernandez, are you capable of turning on your video?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Hernandez is by video, Your Honor. Ms. Sandal is by audio.
Okay, so because I don't have the petitions up here, Ms. Hernandez is on what case? Is the father Head or Barry?
Head.
Head, okay. And the other mother is telephonically. All right, parties, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You need to unmute yourself, Miss. Okay, do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, Ms. Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
And the other lady?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what are we doing today? They have received petitions or? All right.
Correct, Your Honor. We have emailed them a copy of their pleadings. We've also asked them to sign appearance forms, but just in a likelihood we don't get those back. We just wanted to put on the record that the parties have appeared in court and have therefore have been served for all purposes from this point forward. And that once we do get the other parties served on this case and we do set them for court, that we are able to say that these Ms. Sandal and Ms. Hernandez have been served.
Ms. Hernandez, have you received a copy of the petition?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what is the reset date?
We are not resetting these at this
Okay.
time, Your Honor. We're just passing them until we get the other person served.
All right, and the name of the lady on the Head case?
Ms. Hernandez is on the Head case. Ms. Sandal is on the Berry.
Sandal, have you received a copy of the petition?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do we need anything other than that?
No, Your Honor, we just respectfully ask that you just make a docket entry that they appeared, they have been accepted service and have been served.
I have indicated that the mothers have appeared and they have acknowledged the receipt of the petition. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. And it's for the record for ladies that once we get the other party served, we will send you certified mail notice of that next court date. And y'all are free to be excused.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now who do we have? Miss Turner.
Yes,
What case is this?
this is the Taylor case, Taylor and DuPooch.
All right, this is called number 2020-31762. In the interest of whom?
In the interest of Dravion Taylor.
Taylor? Okay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Okay, Dravion and Tavion Taylor, correct?
Yes,
All right, ma'am, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Right hand. Right, there we go. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help.
Yes.
All right, please state your name and your relationship to these children.
Takessa DePuch, and I am their mother.
Okay. And for the state?
Marcella Turner.
Court will note that the non-custodial parent is Takessa DePuch, and I'm sorry, DeAndre Taylor. And Mr. Taylor was served on October 9th, 2020, at 8:58 a.m. at 2716 Avenue Q, Apartment 6 in Galveston, Galveston County, Texas. He has not filed an answer, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And he's been given further notice?
Yes, Your Honor, he has.
Of Zoom hearing by certified mail, return receipt requested. Was delivered 6:33 p.m. on October 24th, 2020, and he's not checked in. Is that correct, Ms. Turner?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, let's proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, the state would like to call Ms. DePuch. Ms. DePuch, what are the names of the two children before the court today?
Dravion and Tavion Taylor,
And how old is Dravion?
17,
And how old is Tavion?
16.
And do you recall signing an acknowledgement of paternity for Dravion Taylor?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge and recollection, do you recall Mr. Taylor also signing that acknowledgement of paternity for Dravion?
You mean for Tavion? Yes.
No, Dravion.
Oh,
Dravion.
Dravion. Yes.
Okay. And at the time of Tavion's conception, were you sexually involved with anyone else other than Mr. Taylor?
No.
And were you married at the time of Tavion's conception?
No.
And are you currently married?
No.
And is there any other possibility that anyone else other than Mr. Taylor could be the father of Tavion Taylor?
No.
And are you asking this court to establish the fact that Mr. Taylor is in fact the biological father of Tavion? Are you asking this court to state that Mr. Taylor or to
Yes.
Mr. Taylor has been, okay.
Yes.
Now, when's the last time Mr. Taylor saw Dravion and Tavion?
They was babies. You know, if they see him today, they wouldn't even know who he is.
Okay. So who makes the day-to-day decisions regarding both of your children?
I do.
And who typically makes the medical decisions regarding both of your children?
I do.
And who takes these children and has been taking these children to doctor's appointments and attending parent-teacher conferences?
I do. And matter of fact, and has what?
Sorry, go ahead.
I said, matter of fact, I have a very sick child. He's very sick. He has kidney issues and a lot of other issues. And, you know, and he needs like genetic testing from his father, but there's absolutely no way that could happen because I haven't seen or spoken to him in over, I want to say 12 years now.
Okay. And so are you asking this court to order that you be appointed as the managing conservator of these children who maintains most of the decision-making rights?
Correct.
Is that a yes or no?
Yes.
And are you asking that Mr. Taylor be appointed as the possessory conservator of these children?
Yes.
Now, you just testified that you've attempted to contact Mr. Taylor in regards to serious issues concerning your son. Is that correct? One of your children, is that correct?
Correct.
And you have not had any, you have not been able to do so?
No.
And so even if you were to want to move outside of Harris County or any of the surrounding counties, do you think you would be successful in contacting him in regards to even that minor issue, so to speak?
No. No.
So as a result of that, are you asking this court to designate you as the conservator who determines where these children reside without regard to geographic location?
Yes.
And how are these children currently covered for medical and dental insurance?
Medicaid.
And to your knowledge, is Mr. Taylor currently employed?
I have absolutely no information on him at all.
And to your knowledge, does Mr. Taylor have any other children under the age of 18, biological children?
I have not a clue.
So if Mr. Taylor were wanting to, I guess, show up in these children's lives and want to have some sort of visitation with these children, would you have issues concerning him having overnight visitation?
Yes.
And why is that?
Like I stated before, I have a sick child, which is Tavion. He's been sick ever since he was in 5th grade. He's a 10th grader now. And he's been in and out the hospitals, hospital stays, weeks on end. And matter of fact, I just left the emergency room with him 2 days ago because he's sick again. He hasn't been to school since Monday. And I am concerned that DeAndre Taylor would not know how to handle him medically wise. So that's why I am not comfortable with overnight visits.
Okay.
Does he even know them?
He has a what? Come again?
Does he know them? Does he know who they are?
DeAndre or the kids?
The children.
No,
Does the father know who the children are?
Yeah, he knows that those are his kids, but
Okay. When was the last time that he actually visited with them?
Tavion is 16 years ago.
Okay, so he hasn't seen these children in 15 years.
Yes.
Okay.
No type of phone, nothing, no interaction, no nothing.
All right.
Okay, so Ms. DePooch, would be agreeable to supervise visitation for a period of 4 hours?
Yes.
And so are you asking this court to order supervised visitation from 1 to 5 on every first, third, and fifth Saturday of each month?
Yes.
Okay. And are you asking this court to order that the cash medical support in this case be set to $100, which will go to the state beginning December 1st of 2020?
Yes.
And are you asking this court to order child support, which is based off of the minimum wage presumption in the absence of any wage information in the amount of $260 beginning December 1st of 2020?
Yes.
And have you and Mr. Taylor, have you and Mr. Taylor resided together within the last 4 years?
No.
And has he provided financial support for these children in the last 4 years?
No.
And are you asking this court to enter a retroactive child support judgment in the amount of $12,480 as of today's date, with the payout of $80 beginning December 1st of 2020?
Yes.
And that is, again, because he has not provided any financial support. Is that also correct?
Yes.
And you are not seeking retroactive medical or dental support. Is that also correct?
Correct.
And has there been any family violence to occur between yourself and Mr. Taylor within the last 2 years?
No.
And do you feel that if your address were disclosed in this order, that it might cause you some sort of safety concerns?
No.
Okay. And are you asking this court to approve this default order?
Yes.
And do you believe this order to be in the best interest of your 2 children?
Yes.
No further questions for this witness. I'll pass the witness.
All right, Ms. Turner, will you look on page 5?
Okay.
Periods of possession.
Okay, I'm there.
It says for 0 periods.
I'm sorry, I need to remove that from the order. That was an accident.
So what should it say? Beginning 1 p.m. and ending at 5 p.m. on first, third, and fifth Saturdays of each month?
Yes, every first, third, and fifth Saturday of each month. Yes.
All right, so you're going to send a new page 5?
Yes, I'll correct.
Or are you going to amend it? Whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to amend it and have Ms. DePooch.
All right. Okay, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you. Or
Thank
rather,
you, Your Honor.
as submitted and amended.
Okay,
All right.
thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Pooch, just log back into that other one so we can make that correction. The other
Okay.
Zoom. Okay.
Yeah, that's the child support one, right? The letter that I got, that ID number.
Yes. Yeah, the one
Okay.
that you were on when you first logged in.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
You can log off, ma'am, and log on to the other. She's frozen. Anything ready? You got Taylor or Aguilar up. I don't know. That one's up.
We have two Spanish calls a minute.